The story of Apollo in Greek mythology is one of the most significant and complex tales of the ancient gods. Apollo was one of the 12 Olympian gods, and he held a multitude of roles, including being the god of the sun, music, healing, prophecy, archery, and more. Here is a condensed version of his story. Birth and childhood. Apollo was the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leto, a titaness. However, Apollo's conception and birth were not without challenges. Hera, Zeus's jealous wife, was furious when she discovered Leto's pregnancy because of Zeus's infidelity. To protect Leto from Hera's wrath, Zeus sent her to the island of Delos, where she gave birth to Apollo and his twin sister Artemis. Youth and training. Apollo and Artemis grew up on Delos, and from a young age, Apollo displayed exceptional talents. He was a gifted musician and mastered the lyre, an instrument he was often depicted playing. Apollo also became skilled in archery and was known for carrying a bow and arrows, which he used both for hunting and as a symbol of his power. Apollo and the Python. One of Apollo's most famous feats was the slaying of the Python, a monstrous serpent that guarded the oracle at Delphi. It is said that Apollo's mother, Leto, had been forbidden from giving birth on solid ground by the angry Hera, so she fled to Delos. In return for this kindness, Apollo took on the task of ridding Delphi of the Python to cleanse the site. After a fierce battle, Apollo emerged victorious, and he claimed Delphi as his sacred sanctuary. As a result, he became the god of prophecy, and the oracle at Delphi became one of the most revered centers of divination in the ancient world. Apollo and Daphne. Apollo was also known for his love affairs, but one of the most tragic was his pursuit of the nymph Daphne. Cupid, the mischievous god of love, shot Apollo with a golden arrow, making him fall deeply in love with Daphne. However, Cupid also struck Daphne with a leaden arrow, making her reject Apollo's advances. As Apollo chased her, Daphne begged her father, the river god Peneus, to save her. He transformed her into a laurel tree, saving her from Apollo's grasp. From then on, Apollo adopted the laurel wreath as a symbol of victory and poetic achievement. Apollo's tragic love. Another tragic love story involving Apollo is that of his relationship with Hyacinthus, a mortal prince. Hyacinthus was a skilled athlete, and he and Apollo became close friends. However, one day, while playing a game of discus, Apollo accidentally struck Hyacinthus in the head, killing him. Devastated by the loss of his friend, Apollo created the hyacinth flower from Hyacinthus's spilled blood. The flower became a symbol of sorrow and the fleeting nature of life. Other notable deeds. Apollo had numerous other adventures and achievements. He was associated with the god of healing, Asclepius, and his temples often served as centers of medicinal practices. Apollo was also a skilled musician, and his music was said to soothe the minds of both gods and mortals alike. Apollo was a prominent figure in many of the myths involving other gods and heroes, including the Trojan War. He supported the Trojans and favored Paris, but he was angered by the actions of the warrior Achilles, which led to many events in Homer's epic poem, the Iliad. Apollo's complex character made him a vital and influential figure in Greek mythology, and he was revered by ancient Greeks for his various roles and attributes. His worship and legends endured for centuries, leaving a lasting impact on ancient Greek culture and beyond.